Pamela Anderson has always been more than just the girl in the red Baywatch swimsuit. She's a cultural phenomenon, a survivor, a serial bride, and apparently a woman who can turn a London movie premiere into a tabloid frenzy with just one kiss. Recently, the blonde bombshell-turned-activist set the internet on fire when she planted a sweet smooch on her Naked Gun co-star Liam Neeson at the film's London debut. Social media immediately erupted with cries of, "Are they dating?" Or, "Is this the start of the greatest rom-com twist of our generation?" Dressed in a corset gown that screamed old Hollywood glamour with a sprinkle of modern-day sass, Pamela dazzled in royal purple. Liam, meanwhile, kept it understated in a gray suit and black shirt. Together, they looked like the prom king and queen at the grown-ups table. The smiles? Unmistakably cheeky. The chemistry? Palpable. The rumors? Brewing hotter than a Baywatch sunburn. Some insist it's nothing but a clever PR stunt to hype their new movie. Others are convinced Cupid is once again dusting off his arrows. Either way, this red carpet moment has reignited global fascination with Pamela and her roller coaster of a life. The Liam factor. Liam Neeson hasn't been publicly linked to anyone since the tragic death of his wife, actress Natasha Richardson, in 2009. For years, he's kept his private life, well, private. So, seeing him publicly gushing about Pamela, "I'm madly in love with her," he half-joked to People magazine, left fans clutching their pearls. Pamela, on the other hand, has been careful. She clarified just last week while gracing Entertainment Weekly's digital cover. "There's no romance yet. Liam is a forever friend." That little "yet" had gossip columnists circling like seagulls at a beach barbecue. But perhaps the real intrigue isn't whether Pam and Liam are the next Hollywood love story, but what exactly Pamela has been healing from all these years. Because trust me, it's a lot. Pamela's early life. Born in 1967 in Canada, Pamela's childhood wasn't the glossy cover shoot it may have later appeared. Her parents had a turbulent marriage, her mother working multiple jobs, her father battling alcoholism, and little Pamela stuck in the middle. Even worse, Pamela was subjected to horrific abuse at the hands of people who were supposed to protect her. At age 6, she was assaulted by a babysitter for years, a trauma so intense that one day she tried to stab her abuser with a pen shaped like a candy cane. The babysitter died the next day in a car accident, leaving Pamela haunted by the belief she had caused it. It didn't stop there. At 12, Pamela was assaulted again by a friend's older brother. By her early teens, she endured another devastating assault by her boyfriend and his friends. For Pamela, animals became her only safe companions. She has said, "I had a hard time trusting humans and just wanted off this earth." Her passion for animal rights later became a lifelong mission. Owning her image. By her early 20s, Pamela was determined to flip the script. During a football game, she was shown on the big screen wearing a beer-branded t-shirt. The crowd adored her, and soon she became the face of that brand. Playboy then whisked her to Los Angeles, where she became one of their most iconic playmates. For Pamela, posing nude wasn't exploitation, it was liberation. "I finally felt I had ownership of my body," she said. Modeling and acting roles in Home Improvement and Baywatch soon followed, cementing her as the poster girl of the 90s. Love and scandals. If Pamela's career was on fire, her love life was gasoline. Enter Tommy Lee, the Mötley Crüe drummer she married after a whirlwind romance of just a few days in 1995. They were wild, they were in love, and they were filmed. When a stolen home video of the couple's most intimate moments was leaked online, Pamela's life changed forever. The internet, still in its awkward teenage years, went berserk. Pamela and Tommy sued, but the courtroom was brutal. "You posed for Playboy, so you have no right to privacy," lawyers argued. She was pregnant at the time and deeply stressed. Eventually, they settled, but they never earned a dime from the tape. Instead, it became one of the first celebrity sex scandals of the internet age. Despite the chaos, Pamela and Tommy had 2 sons together, but their relationship turned violent. In 1998, Tommy assaulted her while she was holding their youngest child. He was sentenced to 6 months in jail, and Pamela filed for divorce. "It was the hardest, lowest point of my life," she later admitted. More rings than a jewelry store, Pamela's pursuit of love has been legendary, and her trips down the aisle have been almost as famous as her roles on screen. In 2006, she married Kid Rock, a union that ended almost as quickly as it began, complete with public arguments and drama. Soon after, she wed poker player Rick Salomon not once but twice, the marriages dissolving as quickly as they were celebrated. Then came a brief marriage to producer John Peters in 2020, which fizzled out in a mere 2 weeks and wasn't legally valid due to missing paperwork. Most recently, she married her bodyguard Dan Hayhurst in 2020, describing him as the man who truly loved her. Unfortunately, by 2022, that relationship had also come to an end. Through all of this, Pamela has remained refreshingly candid, once joking that marriage is like homework. The more you practice, the better you should get at it. Sadly, practice hasn't quite made perfect, revisiting old wounds. As if Pamela hadn't endured enough, Hulu released Pam and Tommy in 2022, a mini-series about her marriage and the infamous tape. While critics loved it, Pamela did not. She hadn't given permission and described the series as re-traumatizing. In her Netflix documentary, Pamela, A Love Story, she revealed she first learned about the show while filming her doc. "It felt like the tape was stolen all over again," she confessed. But this time, Pamela wasn't going to stay silent. She also released a memoir, Love, Pamela, reclaiming her story once and for all. "I'm not a victim," she wrote. "I'm a survivor." Her determination to tell her story in her own words marked a new chapter in her life, one where she finally seized control of the narrative that had been used against her for so long. Heart and healing. Through every scandal, heartbreak, and public humiliation, Pamela has emerged not as a broken figure, but as a resilient, self-aware woman who uses humor as armor. When asked about her tumultuous love life, she quipped, "Marriage is hard. That's why I've done it so many times. I'm practicing." And while the world may never stop obsessing over her relationships, Pamela has shifted the focus. She's devoted herself to activism, writing, and her children. Each project she takes on, she says, heals a part of me. The final curtain call? So, is Pamela Anderson dating Liam Neeson? Maybe, maybe not. For now, she insists they're just friends with a sincere bond. But judging from that premiere kiss and Liam's boyish grin, let's just say the popcorn industry is benefiting from this speculation. Regardless of her love life, Pamela's story is one of survival, reinvention, and daring to live publicly, even when the world tried to shame her into silence. She's proof that you can be the girl next door, the bombshell on the beach, and the warrior who keeps getting back up, all in one lifetime. And if she and Liam really do become Hollywood's next power couple, well, let's just say, move over, The Notebook. And that's Pamela Anderson's story, a life of love, loss, resilience, and a whole lot of headlines. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Pamela's whirlwind life, don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.